All right, Northcentral Connected. We are doing a special podcast from on the road in Jackson, Mississippi, at the Westin, where we are proud to announce the return of Youth Tour after 2 years.
That's
and
right.
We are joined from Electric Cooperatives of Mississippi, Chris Webb-Alexander and Lydia Walters. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you.
So this has been a lot of work, to say the least, I'm sure.
It has, but it's also been a lot of fun.
Good.
So
It sounds like we're outside of a club right now.
It does.
I thought we were.
So we are in day 2 of Youth Tour. We got down here yesterday afternoon. Or sorry, this is Thursday today.
Yes.
Right? Okay, just making sure because I've lost track of the days. I'm sure y'all have
I understand.
long ago lost track of the day.
Today alone has felt like a week. So
Agreed. It's the lack of sleep for me.
Yes.
Well, so, walk us through today. What happens on the second day of Youth Workshop?
So we start out with a very early morning. First of all, let me say this, Michael. We have 66 amazing students here, and I really do mean amazing. They're from all over the state of Mississippi. I think 12 students from Northcentral. Yes. So we started out this morning having breakfast with the legislators, and we really talked to the students last night about what a unique opportunity that is. They had a great opportunity to sit down one-on-one over a meal with their state legislators. As an adult, I don't get that opportunity, and I'm a voter. I mean, they had just a really cool opportunity. From there, we visited the Capitol. What else have we done today, Chris?
Well, while we were at the Capitol, we got to see the governor and the lieutenant governor.
Mm-hmm. They both spoke to us. And then Michael Watson spoke this morning. He's our Secretary of State. Mm-hmm. Then we had lunch at the Capitol Inn. We had 2 senators that spoke to the students there. So they really got immersed this morning in all things legislative. But I think they really enjoyed it. We came back this afternoon. They had team building exercises. And then now, if you can hear the music behind us, they're actually enjoying some social time and dancing. So it's got a lot of fun after a long day.
So just to kind of like give a glimpse into what you guys deal with, getting all these legislators, I'm having problems with that word too.
It does.
And the governor and the lieutenant governor and the speaker and the secretary and all this. It's just a phone call, isn't it?
No. It's tremendous amount of phone calls and emails and text messages.
That
one carrier pigeon, right?
Yes, exactly.
An owl that goes to Hogwarts.
Yeah, exactly. We spent we've been working hard on the schedule for probably, I would say about 6 weeks at least, and longer than, I don't know how long. Really working on getting the legislative speakers in the last few weeks. The governor had a lot going on. The Speaker of the House was supposed to be able to speak to us today. He had some very controversial things happening at the Capitol because it is the Mississippi State Capitol.
Yep.
So we had some very gracious senators that literally at 20 minutes till 12 were willing to speak to us. So it has to be fluid with our legislators because it's a very difficult work.
Yep.
With our lawmakers, because they really, they have a lot on their plate. They have a lot of responsibility, but they are very gracious to always speak to our kids and invest in them. I think that's what's so unique.
Yeah, that's right. And, we talked a lot during this workshop about that it is not just about aspirations of being in politics, but it's about developing leadership skills that will benefit their communities. Mm-hmm. So we saw some of that in the exercises that we've done on the workshop. We had a large number of students that have competed for special honor. Chris,
that's
tell
right.
us a little bit
That's
about
right.
that.
We had 28 students who applied to be our Youth Leadership Council representative. And so what that is they recorded a 90-second video and completed a 2-page application that put their hat in the ring to represent the state of Mississippi at the national level.
Yeah, and they've gone through an interview process today, and we'll learn in the morning who that youth.
We will. I'm very excited. The judges are actually deliberating right now to choose our winner.
Behind closed doors.
Right.
Yes.
Security's out front. No one's getting in.
Yep,
That's exactly right.
Yep.
But it's been a fun process, and y'all have done a great job. Lydia is the new Vice President of Communications at Electric Cooperatives of Mississippi, And I can say firsthand, I've been involved in this program for 9 years now,
Yep.
and we all learned from the best in Ron Stewart.
Yes, we did. He was great.
Amen.
And Lydia and Chris have taken the ball and really run with it, and taken what this program has been over the 34 years. of
35.
This is
Yeah.
35th year.
It
35th
is,
year.
yes.
And y'all have done a great job.
Thank
so,
you.
We keep stepping it up. We're going to keep promoting it with our systems throughout the state, and we'll start recruiting. This is almost like baseball season. We'll start recruiting for next year's
Right,
class in the
exactly.
next few months. So,
Right.
So what would
Yep.
okay? So since you guys have seen so much with the interviews and the students and everything else, what advice would you give to a student that might be interested in this program?
Wow, that's a great question. There's a couple of things that comes to my mind. One is you get out of this program what you put into it, and that we offer a lot of what I call hands-on learning. So the more that you get involved and participate in the activities and really think through the things that our facilitator leads, the more you get out of it. So I think that would be my first thing. And the second thing is, I think it's unique for the students to really experience what it's like to see other students that want to be leaders, and to know that kids there are first of all a lot of great kids out there. The second of all, there are kids making great decisions and that really want to accomplish things. And I think it's motivating for them to know that they have a group of peers that are just like them. So I think it's great.
Yeah, and it doesn't just end here.
No, it doesn't.
So you
Not
guys
at all.
will go to work Monday morning.
We've already started.
I know you
Yeah,
already have.
yeah. DC started. We started
Monday
in
morning.
November.
I think we
in
started
January.
DC before we started workshops.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
But these kids, most of these kids will go on a 7-day
Right.
all expense paid trip to Washington, D.C.,
Yeah.
where they'll join with students from 48 states, I believe now.
I think so. They're actually, because of COVID, unfortunately, they're dividing the groups into 2 weeks. So there'll be about 20 to 25 other states that'll be there the same week that we are. The previous 20-ish states will come the week before. But there'll still be 700 to 800 students in Washington the same time we are. And it's a 6-day all expense paid trip, and we have got all the monuments, the memorials. We're going to Mount Vernon. We're going to see a Major League Baseball game. We're going to do fun stuff, but we're also going to do very educational stuff as well.
Very
So,
cool.
Cool. Well, thank you again so much for joining us, and thank you for a wonderful, wonderful event.
Absolutely.
We will be back with a couple of our students. All right, North Central Connected. We are doing a special podcast right here live, recorded in Jackson for the annual youth tour. We are finally back.
Yes, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Over 2 years on the calendar.
Yes. So, and we are joined by two of our students. This is Ariana Garcia
Hello.
from what high school?
Olive Branch High School.
Olive Branch High School. Micah McCall from
DeSoto Central High School.
DeSoto Central High School. How do you guys like this weekend so far?
It was really, really amazing. Definitely top 5 experiences I ever experienced of my life for sure, and just different history and just growing as a leader. It was amazing.
And you?
It's been one of a kind. I've met so many people that you would have never expected to be from Mississippi.
All right.
Yeah, and just to give everybody context to what we're doing here, we're here for a 3-day workshop at the Weston in Jackson. Fantastic property. They've been great to us, and we are here with I think roughly 70 high school juniors.
66.
66 all total from across the state of Mississippi. I think some couldn't make it on the trip, but this is an annual deal. The Cooperative Youth Leadership Program has been in existence in the state of Mississippi for 34 years now.
And so I've got to ask our students here, favorite part of the trip so far? Because technically this is day 2.
Yeah.
So we still got one more half day. But what's so far? What have you liked so far?
Meeting Mr. Secretary and fellow PK, pastor's kid, and that was probably one of my favorite. And because he just gave some of his background to his job, and he always kept God first, and he always found his value and kept working, and knowing that his identity is in God alone and not in his title.
Okay. And your favorite?
The Capitol. It's just really exciting to see how an actual representation of the history of Mississippi.
Okay. All right. So for people that would be considering, okay, so for you guys next year are going to be seniors and be working on your way out of high school. So what would you suggest to people that are interested in this program?
take that leap and just no matter and listen. Like take that leap and listen because from here and go on that look good on your resume, and also too it helps you grow not only as a lead but as a person, as a child of God, and you know you take skills that here and you learn skills here that you can apply to any part of life. So take that leap and just listen and apply it.
Okay. And you?
This workshop and trip has like it really brightens you as a person, and it really truly like just brightens your whole idea of being like an actual student and just a person.
So I've got one question. Those are great.
Yeah.
If you could take one thing that you've learned from this experience that will help you going forward as a leader, whether it's in politics or in your church, in your school, wherever you go beyond high school, and even in your job, what would that one thing be that you've taken from this experience?
One thing I've really taken is variety of communication, and one of the ways where I can definitely improve is in communications, and knowing that you can communicate pretty easily when you're like-minded, but even with unlike-minded people, just you're gonna be leading others and just being a leader in your schools, but not everybody has the same mindset. So how can you effectively communicate and to others that are not like-minded? Well, you have to have tools in your communication belt, and one of the ways is examples. One of the ways is speaking clearly. One of the ways is just showing it in a different manner, searching for the best way to accomplish a goal. So variety of communication is definitely something I really took from this.
Great point.
Absolutely.
Ariana?
Take pride in what you believe in. You're not a leader unless you're really confident in what you are trying to provide for the people behind you. What you're trying to lead for.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So we want to thank you guys for joining us on this. We will be back in the studio sometime soon.
Yeah, probably about 2 weeks.
Just after we recover from travel and meetings and other meetings and everything else that we've got going on. We want to thank you guys, Micah and Ariana, for joining us, and we can expect to see Micah on the ballot for state senator and 20. I'm gonna say 2032.
Ariana may be a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, I think
know,
so.
right?
So, but I'm willing to. So, what would be your bet? Like, what's going to be our bet calendar for Micah being on the state senate? Because I'm saying 32. Is that correct, or would it be 34?
34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the under on that one.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. This has been North Central Connected.